Thanks for joining me at the table. Let's hopefully wrap this up. I confess I'm getting tired because it's late at night. I originally didn't think I was gonna have to do another mission of this, and now I'm trying to squeeze it in, and I am getting tired. So I'm realizing I'm making mental mistakes while I'm playing because of that. That's okay. I make mental mistakes even when I'm sharp. But I don't want to screw this up too much. So I might quit, but I'm going to keep going for now. And let's see how much further this goes. We are at 77 out of 120 in terms of threat. So the game is going to end whether we like it or not soon. It's my impression that we still need to find at least one more bone. And we're trying to explore, but these dang monsters keep getting in the way. Aragorn has to go first because of the master tactician that he played. He has lead the charge. So what we're going to do with Aragorn is we're going to move him into this space and try to kill this troll. Okay? While he's doing that, after he attacks, he's going to gain an inspiration, and then a nearby hero, which is going to be Bilbo, is also going to get to attack. It could also be actually Legolas, so I'll have to decide. But that's what we're going to do. Okay? And then after he's done with that, he's going to then move on to there, for example. I don't know where else he would go. So for lack of a place, that's where he'll go. Okay, so let's do the attack. He did prepare his deck. So he's going to do a wisdom attack. And this is what he drew. Okay, so he's going to have 2 successes, and then he can spend 1 token to make it 3, because he only has 1 token. All right, so this troll has massive health. So let's look at this. The 2 successes will give him 5 hits. He doesn't need the smite. The 2 hits will help maybe overcome armor. So if he makes sure he's next to Elena, he'll actually get a token from her. So I'm actually not going to finish my move because I'm not going to kill the troll. So we're going to do 5 hits, and then I'm going to add another token to it to make it 7. So we're going to do 7 hits on this thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He still has 12 hit points left. And yes, he does get to counterattack. So agility is negating, and it's 4 and 1. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, so his agility is only 2. So he was able to block 1. So he's going to block the fear, and we're going to take 4 damage. But remember, I'm going to spend a token from his helmet and make it all face down, and then this thing blocks. Before you suffer face down damage, prevent 2 of it. So he's only going to take 2 damage. So here's the first one. So flip face down. And the second one, if you would discard a face up damage, flip it face down instead. Okay, fair enough. All right, so his turn's over. Oh, but before it's over, Bilbo gets a free attack on this troll. So Bilbo is going to draw 4 cards because that's his wit. And he's going to be able to do 3 successes if he spends a token, and he will. So he'll spend a token and get 3 successes on this thing, and I think that's all he can do. Actually, he can do 4. So he's going to spend this card, which is Clever Wit, and do 4. So he's going to do 4, 7, 9 hits and pierce. So I'm gonna do as much as he can. There is a nearby goblin, so he gets to draw another card. It doesn't help him, but it does at least get it out of the deck. Okay, so attacking this thing again. We said 9 hits and pierce. So we're gonna pierce and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not enough to kill it, but it's definitely enough to do some damage. And I guess, yes, it can attack. So might negates, and it's a 3-1 situation. I didn't contemplate this situation. Do I want to discard my hidden, or do I want to try to negate this? Might is not going to negate a 3-1, 3 damage, 1 fear. But I could probably absorb it, is what I'm trying to say. Why do I want to hold on to hidden so badly? I don't know, actually. So I'm just going to get rid of my hidden. I mean, why would I not do that? So I'm going to get rid of hidden again, and so we mitigate all that damage. Okay, so now it's time to go. And I'm going to check real quick, but I don't think I can provoke. See, I cannot provoke the troll. So that means Bilbo can leave the space, and we don't have to kill the troll this turn. So he's going to use his wing foot here, which I don't know why it's failing to focus here, but that gives him a sprint 3. So 3 free movement. And so he's going to go 1 and then 2 right into the cave. So let's get this explorer out of the way. There's human bones right in his spot that he's at. So we found some more bones. And journey continues. All right, well, I still have another movement point with the sprint, but I actually like this bone situation. So I'm gonna go and do my first action there. We're gonna resolve these bones. Okay, so it's a wisdom check. That's not good. So his wisdom is only 2. And so 2 check is not very good, but we got this. So this is automatic a success, by the way. I don't have to spend a point. I probably had an automatic success earlier as well. I'm not going to retroactively fix it because I'm tired. So let's do this bone thing. Oh, just 2. All right, not enough. Well, we're gonna go again because I have 2 actions, right? So let's go again and see what we can get here. So, so here's the next draw. And as you can see, it's a similar thing. So we're going to get 2 more successes. 1, 2. Its purple light has faded somewhat. Oh gosh, there's another bone still. So we get an inspiration, which I don't know. 1, 2, 3. He's maxed out on inspiration. His 2 actions are over. So this is gone, and we still have more bones to go. Holy cow. Okay, so I'm trying to ignore these critters as much as possible. Elena is going to go next, and she's just going to plow right past the troll since we can't provoke it and explore this tile over here. And Elena, by the way, her harp gives her and Aragorn, each a token. So let's get another area explored with Elena. Okay, so the space she's in is wild plants. So the space she's in is wild plants, and the journey continues. Okay, so it's not enough. She can go a second time, and so she's gonna go 1, 2 into the dark and take this one. She's already in the dark, so it doesn't matter. But we're gonna go ahead and explore that. And there it is. There's another altar of bones. Right there. Journey continues. Okay, Legolas is gonna go, and he's gonna spend his 1 boot, scooch, and boogie, and back out 1 space. Actually, he can back out to here, because the troll's not gonna be provoked. And he's gonna spend 1 action to go here. These bones are important. So I'm gonna get this bone, more important than killing the guys. So let's get this bone. He has to pick a lock, which is wit. And his wit is 3. And we have 2 successes right on top. And so now we just gotta draw 1 more card for him. And I don't have a token, by the way, so that blank doesn't do anything for me. If I would have attacked, I actually would have a token, but I don't. So 2 successes. I'm gonna punch that in. Lock is not open. So all that effort for nothing. And then Gimli, of course, is gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So he's at least back in the picture. And we have to end our turn yet again. So Legolas probably should have killed some guys, but that's okay. Shadow phase. The Marauder is going to attack Aragorn. So he's going to come forward and attack. Agility negates. It's going to be 2 damage. If he suffers any damage from this attack, he suffers an additional face down. All right, so his agility is 2. And look at this wonderful draw. So he's taking 2 damage, but that's okay. He's just going to do another face down with the helmet, and then that prevents, his cloak prevents it all. So, all right, every hero in darkness is going to suffer 2 fear and spirit negates. So we're going to start with Legolas. He's got this situation. So he can spend 1 token and negate both, because that's what Gimli's ability lets him do. Gimli already had this on top, right? So I'm just drawing 3 more cards because he has to draw 5, but he negated everything easy peasy. Legolas has 2 spirit. He negates 1. And I don't think he can negate the other, so I think he is gaining a fear. And it just says flip face down, so he will. Bilbo, his spirit is 3. He blocked 1. And there's nothing he can do about the other. And it says flip face down. Elena still has prepared cards. Did Elena not go this turn? Oh, she went. So there's 2 right there. So she already mitigated. I'm just drawing 2 more because I'm supposed to. Threat goes up by 12. New foes are coming. So we got a new hunter. And it's coming right there. 2 more hunters with a new banner. What is that one? They're down here. Three ruffians. Going to be there. And 3 wargs. Boy, we're really getting... See, it's just getting worse and worse. The noose is tightening. That's why I had Legolas ignore for a while. Okay, so it's time to rally. Everybody's scouting too. So... Legolas is going to let Gimli scout 3. Everybody else... Legolas and Gimli are like surrounded by just nastiness. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry, Aragorn is what I meant to say. Okay. Equip and discard. Only 1 success is on top. All right, Gimli. Equip and discard. And then he's going to put Spirit on. Sorry, I'm trying to rush a little bit more. I know I usually go slow through this. I'm trying to get done. We are at 89 out of 120 in terms of threat. We still have to get this thing to drop, which I think is the this final bone. I think we're on the last one. I really, really do. And so then after that, we gotta book it, whatever the final objective is. Look at this. This is Legolas's two weaknesses. So we're gonna just discard one of them, so he can draw 3 more. Of course, the other one's gonna go to the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And look at this. We drew the 3rd one. But we did at least draw a success here. When you interact with a token, you may discard the skill to test agility. I'm actually going to prepare that light-footed because I want to test agility against this this final thing. So this bone, because I think he was testing something that like wit or something. So yeah, he doesn't have any cards on top of his deck, but he's at least good to go. Gimli, I keep forgetting to use his tome, but I don't think we want to use it yet. Bilbo is actually nowhere near a monster, so he's going to finally use his pipe, and the pipe is going to heal 2 of his face down fear, so that's good. And then he gains a boon of his choice, which is going to be the hidden. He's going to take the hidden right back. After he smokes his pipe, he's back into hiding again. Okay, so Bilbo is good there. Let's shuffle him up. He's going to draw 2. And he's going to discard the weakness. Draw 2 more. The road goes ever on is what he's going to equip. And or prepare, you know what I mean. So now we move to Elena, who still hasn't had a monster move into her space because she keeps not being in their way, I guess. All right, so 1, 2. She's gonna take she has this barrel rider, so she just took that one. And she's gonna discard a skill, draw 3. And she's gonna take Skin Changer, because that lets her hide. And then she can actually become emboldened when she uses it to hide. So it's pretty neat. Okay, I believe we're gonna be able to get going here. All right, we're running out of time. So obviously Aragorn has to go first because of the way I just scouted. So Aragorn is just going to attack. And I think we're gonna start with the troll. And that troll is very low in health. So here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh my gosh! Are you serious? 1 success and that's it? Oh, come on. One success is only 2 hits against somebody. Oh my gosh. So, Aragorn gets loser of the week there. So Troll's attacking. It's going to do 3 damage and 3 fear. His agility negates. So here's his 2 agility. Oh, there you go. There's the successes. Look at that. That's what we were looking for. So that negates 2 of them, but he's taking 6 overall damage. This will negate a 3rd. So I'm going to negate the 3 fear. Nope, we're going to just negate 2 fear and 1 damage. This is going to make the other 2 damage face down, which the cloak will then block. That's the last charge of being able to do that. And then his fear is flip a card face down. I know that's blurry, I'm sorry, but it's flip a card face down. All right, so Aragorn gets to go again, and this is brutal. I'm not even like feeling confident about anything. If I attack that troll again, I'm toast. I may try to just take out the Marauder then. I don't know. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go in our thumb war. And he needs a token again. There we go. We have 2 successes, but he has no tokens. He's not next to Legolas, so he's not getting the bonus from that. His going first was a bad move. So 2 successes is 5 hits. So luckily for us, 5 hits was all this guy needed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's done. So he will get a token from that. He's not next to Elena anyway, so yeah, I'll take the token. And we did at least get 1 bad guy off the board. All right, that wasn't my goal. My goal is we need to finish this thing. So let's get Legolas going. He's going to search, try to pick this lock. He has to test wit. He's going to play light-footed, and you know what? I think I'm good. Let's just test wit, because it's only going to add 1 more card. 1, 2, and 3. So he only got 1 success, and Elena needed to go first. I am not... And you know what? This one was a card he was supposed to discard to get an inspiration at the end of his last turn. So I'm going to make it 2 successes. All right, he finally gains an inspiration, discards. We have not breached the spirit barrier yet. Holy cow, it's still not done. I surely hope that that is the objective to win this game. So Legolas right now is sitting on 1, so he can attack. Yeah, I think where he's at now, he should just attack. So I'm going to use this light-footed because I don't want it to be prepared. I'm going to sprint 1 with it to get him out of there. And he's closer to the monsters. I know he can shoot 2 spaces away because he has that keen eyes ability. But now he's at least closer. He's going to get a token because he's going to attack right now. And who are we going to attack? We're going to attack these 3 wargs. That's the biggest thing, and they need cleave. So, drawing 4. We got 2 successes, and I may need to make it a 3rd. Let's find out. All right, so 2 successes is 5 hits with cleave. They still need 4 more damage. And yes, I will make it a 3rd with a token, and that adds lethal, which kills them. All right, and then he's going to gain this token right back. And yes, all 3 of the wargs are gone. All right, so he at least did something. But now I'm going to activate Bilbo because there's still 1 more unexplored tile. So we're going to go 1, 2 with Bilbo. We're going to move there and get this token. He actually doesn't get the token. He's maxed out. There better be a bone here. It's something. It's a threat. Maybe we had to do the threat tokens. If I have to do that threat token on the other end of the map, it's game over. Okay, I'm going to try it. Let's do this threat token. So we're going to try to dispel the barrier. All right, there's stuff going on here. 1 of the tattered pale-faced figures emerges from the barrier, wearing the armor of Prince Varner. The scion of Venuminous, a whisper rises around him as he gazes upon you with his empty eyes. The scion beckons you forward with 1 bejeweled hand. Come, my faithful allies, I will aid you, as you once aided me. Let us pass through this barrier together. Place 1 white as indicated. This is the scion. Where is... I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I'll put the white there. I know it's supposed to be destroyed, but we're going to take his hand. As you take his hand, his fool, he hisses. Arner is dead, will rise again. He begins to drag you into the screaming wall of spirits. Suffer 5 damage. Spirit negates, and place a white as indicated. This is the scion. All right. That wasn't smart. Okay. Done. I'm supposed to take 5 damage. Spirit negates. Well, he's prepared. He has 1 success prepared. Here's 2 and 3. And it's not good. So he's going to be able to spend 1 token. Now, because of Gimli's ability, that 1 token counts as 2 successes. So that's 3 successes out of the 5. So he's going to take 2 damage. So let's draw 2 damage. All right, he's dazed. Before you interact with a threat token, you must spend an inspiration. and he's shaken. Flip one fear face up and then this face down. The fear, each nearby hero flips 1 damage face up. Okay, there's no nearby hero, so that's Bilbo's turn. And as you can see, we have this this white here, who we need to do something about. Gimli if he could get there, has the ability to attack the white. The problem is Gimli's like many spaces away. So, Gimli's going to move towards him, and then he's going to kill the troll along the way. So here's 1, and then there's 2. So we're going to try to kill this troll along the way. And there's 2. We already know we got some successes. And between 3, 4, and 5, we are probably going to do it. I have the ability to spend tokens. He only has 1. So let's not get too excited. But I do have 2 successes. And this troll is so close to dead. So how can we spend those and take this thing down? At 2 hits and sunder is not going to be enough. 8 hits is enough, but I need a 3rd success. So I'm going to play my determined. And I'm going to discard these 3 cards and draw 3 more. Okay? So let's see if I can get 1 more success out of these. And boom. There it is. We got 1. Okay, so that's enough to get 8 hits on this thing and kill it. Troll's dead. Alright, and then he actually gets an inspiration, which is part of what I wanted. I wanted to get him some more of that inspiration back. Okay, and like I said, he's not going to be able to move all the way to the white, so he's done. And then last but not least is Elena, who I think needs to get to the white, so we're going to go 1, 2, and then 3. We're going to go right onto the space with the white, but there's nothing more. You know what? I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go where Gimli is, because we want the white to move onto her space. And then she can do some nasty damage to it. She is going to play this skin changer thing to get it out of her deck, and then she's going to hide. So that will help her. All right, so she's hidden. And unfortunately, our turn is over again. We just are not getting an edge on this. Shadow phase. Okay, so this guy, sorry for the blurriness. I don't know what's going on with my camera. This guy is trying to attack Elena, and he can't. So he's going to attack Aragorn instead. Alright, Aragorn's going to do a wit check. Otherwise, he's taking 3 damage. His wit is a 3. And it's not a good day to be Aragorn. So he can block 1 with one of his, he'll do that. This blocks 2 because of Gimli's ability. So I can block 2 fear. So the damage is, it's 1 damage and 2 fear. He gets to block 2 of something. I'm going to block the 1 damage and 1 fear, and he'll take another fear. So deplete another hero's item without resolving its effect, and then discard face. That should be easy enough. So I'm looking at Bilbo here, and we'll deplete his pipe. I don't think he's even going to get to do that again. So no worry there. Okay, so the next one are these little archers here. They want to attack Bilbo, but they can't, so they're gonna move one. And they're gonna move here and attack. They're not gonna move at all, in fact. They're staying there, they're attacking Legolas. Yes, they are. So, might negates, that's not Legolas's strength. And so he drew 1 success. So Legolas is blocking 4 damage, but he only was able to block 1 of the 4. So it's 2 damage, 2 fear, and no matter what, he's suffering a face down damage. So I'm gonna block 1 of the damage. So he's gonna take 2 fear right now. And here's the first one. You and each nearby hero suffer 1 damage. Okay, and then that gets discarded. So I have 2 damage cards drawn, and then I have a damage that I just put face down because of the effect. This is going face down, so he's at 3 fear right now. And he's at 1 face down damage, and then this is deplete 1 of your items and discard a prepared card. Then discard this card. So I'm gonna have to discard a prepared card. So I'm gonna discard Keen Eyes. That hurts. And then this one is flip face down. So right now, his net effect is he has 3 fear and 2 damage right now on him. Okay, next. These guys way over here are gonna try to attack Bilbo, and he's nowhere to be found. So I'm gonna say no target, and they're gonna move 4 spaces. Of course they are. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so there's a nice party going on there. And then the white. Now the white actually has a banner, so let me make sure I grab the right banner that goes with him. So that's the... He wants to attack Bilbo, which stinks. I needed him to just move so we could stun him, but he's attacking Bilbo. Might negates, it's 1 damage, 2 fear. He's gonna go ahead and test it. This one should be pretty easy. So there we go. There's an automatic success, and then he'll spend a point. And that was pretty easy. He mitigated all that. So now it's the darkness step. Bilbo is going to spend a torch to negate his. And threat's going to go up by 12, but let's do Aragorn. Oh, he failed. So he's taking 2 darkness. Yes. He's taking 2 fear. And so this one is flip face down. And this one is suffer 1 face down fear. Then flip this face down. Aragorn is now doing a last stand. So he's doing it for fear. He has to test his spirit. I do get to reshuffle Aragorn's deck because his deck is completely empty. He needs a 1, of course, to pass, but his spirit is only 2, folks. This could be bad. Aragorn's in trouble. All right, so here we go. It's all or nothing. He has no inspiration. All right, I'll take that. He only needed 1. He only needed 1, and he got it. All right, so he passes. All the face down fear is now gone, and he actually gets an inspiration, which is much needed. Done. Okay, Gimli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He gets to draw 5 cards. They're all upside down. He has one success. So he would take one fear. No, he would not, because I forgot. I had this card set aside. When he attacks, he always gets to put one of these on top. So he had two. Okay, Legolas, he's in a pickle. And Legolas did not help his cause. He has no tokens. Or no, he has a token, never mind. There we go. And remember Gimli's ability, one token negates two. All right, and so then we go to Elena. She has 4, so far no good. And there's one success, so she can spend a token, and she will. Okay, now threat's going up by 12. The ground beneath you lurches and splits open, spewing amber shadows into the already darkened sky. Every hero suffers 2 damage, might negates. Then each hero flips all of their fear face up. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm really sick of doing checks. We're almost a 3rd hour into this. Okay, might for Aragorn. We blocked 1. We could block another. If he's willing to spend his token, and I will do that. Okay, Gimli. His might is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he had no problem blocking it. Gimli's a pretty powerful character. The Guardian thing's not so bad either. Legolas. His might is only 2. And of course he has all the crap at the bottom because of his preps. So this is the bottom of his deck. He does have 1 token, which cancels 2 because of Gimli's ability. So Gimli saved him again. Bilbo only has 2 might. He is in trouble if he takes this damage. He passed. This one's an automatic pass. So, easy peasy for him. And then there's only 2 might for Elena. That's her situation. She will go ahead and spend a token. Even though she has no damage at all, she's still going to do it. Now everybody's going to have to turn their fear face up. Only Bilbo has 1 face down fear. And then every nearby hero has to flip their damage face up. Oh. So Elena has no damage, and Gimli, okay, we're good. Now, Legolas has 3 of them. Keep this card face up. After you or a nearby hero suffers 1 or more fear from darkness, they get another. And then 2 more have to go face down. So, could have been worse. We're on the rally phase. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay, reset deck, Scout 2. This is Aragorn now, and Aragorn is going to draw 3. And I'm going to take Unyielding Spirit and put the other 2 at the bottom of his deck. I am not going to go first with Aragorn, so his little master tactician thing is not going to happen right now. Gimli is going to use his tome. So what's going to happen is he's going to draw 2 extra cards and then prepare 1 additional, if he can. And you know what? Gimli was next to Aragorn, and he has that you cannot pass. He could have prevented Aragorn from doing that last stand. Again, I'm not thinking very well, so my apologies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for Gimli for this prep. And look at all this. So he can prep 2 of these. He only has room to prep 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep Flame Bearer. And I'm just gonna not do the second one. And then all these other cards are going to the bottom of the deck. So the good news is I got a bunch of crap to the bottom, although there's still 2 more weaknesses out there. That Flame Bearer is gonna be nice. When a nearby enemy is attacked by another hero, remove this skill to add 2 modifiers of your choice to that attack. And we're going up against a white, so I think that's an awesome one to prep. So that's why I did what I did there. Legolas is, everybody except for Bilbo is going to get 3. So let's go 1, 2, 3 for Legolas. And I'm just going to take Unyielding Spirit. And then there's 1 success on top and 1 weakness got put on the bottom. Just trying to speed up, folks. So Bilbo is only going to get 2. 1, 2. And it's this situation. Sorry for the glare. So he's going to just put a success on top. And he will do the wisdom, although he may discard it later. Elena only has 2 prepared skills. One, 2, 3. So I think we're going to take Immortality. Put the 2 successes on top. Okay, I think it's action time. Oh, sorry, my shoulder is just not feeling right. Okay, so I think I want to take out this this white, and I'm going to do it with Elena or Legolas. Which one? I'm going to do it with Elena. Elena's going to go first. And looking around, her harp is going to give a token to Legolas, who had 0, and a token to Aragorn, who had 0. That's the first important thing. The second one is she's going to move here and attack this white, which sounds crazy, but that's what she's going to do. And so this is the first one, which we know is a success. The second one we also know is a success. And then the third one, we got lucky and became a 3rd success. So we're going to get 3 successes, which is going to give us 4 hits in Pierce and 2 hits in Smite. See that? We're actually going to get a Smite from her attack. So 4 hits in Pierce, 2 hits in Smite. So that's 6 damage. And then the Flame Bearer is going to be able to let us do 2 more. So let's see what we can do here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hits and Pierce, and then 2 hits and Smite. Okay, so that puts us to 7. And then we're going to get to do 2 more things because of Flame Bearer. So I'm going to add Lethal. Oh, it's so close, folks. I don't think Sunder helps. Nope. How about Stun? I mean, it'll stun it, but it's... Oh man, we got so close. Was there a way to get another success at all? Yes, there is. Watch me become the master. Right there, strike 2, Immortality. Cha-ching! We could have gotten rid of her hidden too, by the way. That was another way. But we did it. Okay, somebody's gonna get a, we're gonna give that to her. Okay, and sorry, didn't mean to take, even if I follow the Scion screens, your kingdom ends with me Adarin cannot be stopped. His body evaporates in a boiling black smoke, which whirls and is sucked up into menacing clouds above. Become emboldened, which doesn't do us any good because our turn's going to end and there's no monsters there. Okay, this still needs to have something done. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of this flame bearer and put these cards back. Her turn's over. Bilbo is next. And Bilbo has one card prepared on top. Okay, so now I can go with Aragorn. And we're going to do the thing that lets everybody scout 3. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this quick. So Aragorn's going to discard a card, scout 1, 2, 3. And we're going to actually prepare Wind and Grass and put that on the bottom and Strider on top. Gimli is going to prepare 1, 2, 3. And he's going to equip Undying Might. Put the other on the bottom. Actually, he's not going to prepare that. All right, moving on. Legolas is not going to do it. Bilbo is. He's getting rid of his ancient wisdom. And he drew crap. That's all going to the bottom. And Elena is not doing it. Or she can't, well, she can, but she's not choosing not to. Okay. All right. So what are we going to do with Aragorn? We can help these rangers here. I think we got to do our objective. So we're going to move here and let's do this threat token, whatever it turns out to be. So we're going to dispel this barrier. The wall of dark spirit wavers, then the constant whispering of its 10,000 voices rises to a piercing scream. With a flare of a purplish light, the spectral forms of the dead rise up, lifting the barrier like a curtain off the ground and vanishing in the dark clouds above. We did it. So now we got to put 208 out. Man, there's more tiles coming out, folks. This game's almost over. .208 is coming out, and it's gonna look like I have to slide Elena down. It's gonna look like that. It's gonna go right across. Oh, sorry, you can't see. Elena's picture and everything is being sullied by the evil forces. So, okay, continue. And an exploration token is going down. All right, so we still have more turns. We're gonna have Gimli go 1, 2 and explore this sucker. We have to locate Adarin. That's our new objective, by the way. So Gimli's going to go in, explore, and I'm willing to bet that's where he is. Okay, there's Adarin. He stands atop of a pile of human skulls, and right there he is. So let's move this camera in. Adarin is way over here. He seems neither surprised or upset to see you. At last I can rid myself of a persistent irritant, he growls. Rally to me, my servants, and strike down all who would oppose us. So 2 orc marauders are coming out. No surprise. Right there. 2 of them. And one more. I don't know what I did with the, here we go. One more Orc Marauder is popping right here where Bilbo is. And a white is going to be there. We have to confront Adarin. So we're at 101 out of 120. Okay, we're 19 threat away from this mission ending. We got to get through these monsters and get all the way there. This is gonna be hard. Bilbo still hasn't gone, and Legolas hasn't gone. Legolas can only shoot one space away now. So it's Legolas's turn. I'm gonna spend one to boot scoot boogie to there, and then we're going to attack the Marauder that's in Bilbo's space. So that's one less thing Bilbo has to deal with. So we're gonna attack for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and this is just miserable. Miserable, miserable. I do get a token, by the way, because of my on the hunt skill. I still have it. So I have 2 successes out of this. Sorry, that was another knuckle crack. 2 successes will give me 5 hits and cleave against this guy, which I don't need to cleave. So let me see, what, he's this one? He has 8 health points. I can get 2 hits and pierce and lethal, but that's not enough. I can't pierce this guy. He's immune to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cleave. Not enough. Yeah, this is bad. All right, so I'm going to apply the damage. He does not get to counterattack, and then we're going to attack again, because that's what Legolas can do. And it's a 1, 2, 3, 4. And so, am I going to be able to finish this guy off or not? He has 5 health points. So this is going to require something a little miraculous here. Yeah, okay. Well, it's do or die time, right? Okay, that's good. All right, that's 3 successes, much better. I still don't have a token to spend because I spent it last time. So I can't do 4, but I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just add 2 more from something else or lethal. It doesn't matter. Either one works. And I do kill the Orc Marauder. All right, so that's the good news with that is it doesn't win us the game, but it gives Bilbo one less thing to worry about on his turn. All right, and so then I am going to take a token for Legolas because he killed it. Okay, Bilbo's the only one left. I am going to move through the white. It's a bad move, but I gotta do it. So we're gonna provoke the white. Might negates. And let's do this. During your turn, you may discard this skill for you and each nearby hero to move 1 space. We're gonna do that. So he's moving 1 space to here. Everybody else is gonna move 1 space. So he's gonna move, and then this guy is gonna move, and Gimli's actually gonna be the one that moves here. So Gimli's gonna provoke the white. So the white is gonna cause 1 damage and 3 fear. All right, so You know what? Gimli never did a second action, did he? He moved. We revealed Adarin, and then we stopped Gimli's turn. Yeah, that was me having a brain fart. Gimli actually has one more action. So this is actually going to be an attack on the white. Gimli's going to draw 5 cards. And it's an awesome draw. So that's the part that I like about it. So we got 3 successes there. And he has tokens, so he can make it even 4 if we need to. And one of those successes is going back on top of his deck. So let's deal with this white here, because that means Bilbo will be able to move unfettered through this. So he has 4 successes. No. 1, 2, he has 3. So he's going to get 8 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 1 life point left. So he's going to just spend a token, and he'll get it back because he's going to kill this thing. And Gimli killed it. So yes, and he got it back. All right, so we don't have to worry about Bilbo getting attacked by this. There's no provoking that. But then now, yeah, everybody moves. He moved as well to here. It still costs an action to go there. I can actually, I have one more turn, just so you understand. I can hit end turn one more time before this game starts to screw me over. But I'm going to go for the token, and I'm going to just take a provoke from the, I got to figure out which ones those are. These are the, okay, got them. Okay, Spirit's going to negate. It's 2 damage, 3 fear. So here's the, his Spirit is 3. So here's his draw. And he had a perfect draw. So some of it was prepared, right? Because he did a prepare step. So there's 1, 2, 3, and this is an automatic success because there's darkness. So we got that covered. And just so we're clear, because my brain has not been fully functional, when he rested last turn, he would have spent a food to get rid of 1 fear, 1 damage, because that's what the food does. And that would have been stupid not to. Okay, so he mitigated 3. So I'm going to mitigate the 2 damage and 1 of the fear. So he's actually taking 2 fear from this. Now, he's actually only taking 1 fear because of Gimli's ability. That fate turning into a success turned into 2. So each other hero suffers 1 face-down fear, then discard this card. So that one stunk, but nobody's going to get damaged by this. Or I'm sorry, everybody's getting damaged, but no one's going to suffer from this. Okay, so now I'm going to hit this this token, and let's confront him. Bilbo's going to confront Adarin, and I think you probably want to see this, don't you? So let's move you over here. Many years, blue fire burns in the rank upon rank of empty eye sockets, curling up into the sorcerer's hand. So we're going to confront him. He steps forward, and at last you see him clearly. You had expected someone regal, someone like the stories old, but the man before you is dressed in rags, and his gaunt body seems animated only by the feverish light in his eyes. Death and pox on you, he snarls, then draws a long knife. Discard this threat token, place a ruffian as indicated. That is Adarin. Objective updated, defeat him. Okay, fair enough. Right. The issue is that my turn is over. I don't have any more actions, but we at least got this out of the way. And the ruffian here is Adarin. And there is a... They want me to use that banner. Okay, so let me move this closer. Now there's monsters behind this camera. I will be hitting end turn right now. And a lot of them are going to be coming at us. Okay, so firstly, a monster that's far away is trying to attack somebody. No one's in his range, so I'm going to hit no target. and then he's going to move 2 spaces. So his 2 spaces is going to get him right here, just off the camera. He's 1 space away from Legolas. Okay, then this next group is same deal. They're really far away, no target, so they're going to move 2 spaces. And they are also 1 space away from Legolas, but in a different space. And then these guys are too far away, no target. They're moving 4 spaces. Oh. So they're going to end up in the space with Legolas, like so. All right, and then now we're going to deal with some real bad guys here. This one wants to attack Elena, and they will, and they're in for a rude awakening. So they're going to move into Elena's space, and Elena is going to play this card, which says when an enemy moves into your space, discard the skill, apply 4 hits, and stun the enemy. So I'm going to do that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4 only does 1 damage to 1 guy. Oh, they're immune to stun. No! They're immune to stun. Okay, well, they're attacking her, and she's just going to keep this. So they're going to do 4 damage and 1 fear, and might negates. So she's hidden. So she's going to play the hidden to negate all the damage. So Elena's fine. And then Adarin himself wants to move 2 spaces to attack Legolas. So now she's going to try to do this, because he's going to move 1 space and get into her area, and so she's going to try to use the same card again, right? But this time it's on Adarin, so let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4 does no damage to him because it's all armor, but stun works. So we applied it and stunned him, and so he's not going to move. And his activation immediately ends. Okay, so we got a darkness step we got to deal with. And Bilbo is going to use his last torch. So he and Gimli are fine. Everybody else, we got to do a check. It's Spirit again. So for the sake of speed, I got to do this. Aragorn passes. Gimli doesn't have to check. Legolas. He's passing, but only because he's playing a spirit card. And Elena, 2, 3. This is a really bad draw. She drew 2 weaknesses. Elena is going to have to spend a token, and she passes. Okay, done. Threat goes up by 11. Adarin's forces are inexhaustible. Sadly, you are not. Each hero tests Might 2. Each hero who fails suffers 3 face-down fear. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 Might for... So this is Aragorn. So he's going to... he'll spend his token to avoid the damage. Okay, Gimli already has a success. Gimli passes. I probably need to go fast again. Let's do this. Legolas is in trouble. And he does have a token though, and he's going to negate the damage. Bilbo is in trouble, but he gets an automatic success and it becomes 2. Then Elena is going to have to spend another token. Okay, so it's done. 2 hungry wargs are appearing on the exact same spot as everybody else. Remember, all we have to do is kill Adarin. And they get a banner. Another hill troll showed up, and it's actually right below the camera. So, and then two ruffians are way, way off the camera. They're far away. They're gonna be, okay, so we're 8 threat away from the game ending. We're gonna get 10 threat just because we're a 5-character game. This is the last turn. It's kill Adarin or do nothing, okay? We get to do a Scout 2. Everybody's gonna get to do a Scout 3 because we're next to Aragorn. So let's get this done. Aragorn, is he going to go first? If he does, he could get a lot of retribution damage. He actually took this skill. When he moves into a space, you may discard the skill to attack, then you and each nearby hero may move one space without provoking attacks. I forgot to use it. It was supposed to be used last turn. So I'm shuffling that back in his deck. I don't think it matters much. Because Gimli did the free attack with his thing. But it does mean, though, that all these guys are moved in. So we're all in the same space. That's what it means. The other thing is that Elena wouldn't have spent a token because when Bilbo played his torch, it helped everybody. So I'm going to give 1 token back to Aragorn and 1 token back to Elena. Again, I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I keep forgetting to do things. I don't know if Bilbo would have actually moved, to be quite honest, because Bilbo would have, he was the last one to go. So there's no way he would have moved, but that's the way, never mind. I'm taking the tokens away. We're fine. Just play the game, Jeff. Leave it be. If you made a mistake, just keep going. Got it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Equipping this. Yeah, Aragorn should not go first. Gimli, of course, is using his last tome, so he's going to get to draw 5 cards, and he is getting an inspiration token because he's definitely in a space with enemies, and he's going to be able to prepare 2 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's what we got, and I am for sure taking Restless Axe. And I think the rest of these, I'm just going to Usual Suspect. Okay, Legolas. It's a real catch-22. Aragorn really should go first so I can prepare a little bit more with my guys, but he has no tokens. If Elena goes first, Aragorn will get at least 1 token. And that by itself is an edge up. Okay, so Legolas has this. Okay, I'm actually going to equip Precise Strike. Nope, I'm going to do the Ancient Wisdom and put the 2 successes on top. Okay. Aragorn does best when there's successes. I'm sorry, Legolas. They both do, but Legolas. Okay, Bilbo. He has 1 food, so he can heal 2 of something from somebody. So he's going to take Legolas is 2 damage and heal those. So his 2 damage is gone. All right, 1, 2, 3 for Bilbo. And we're gonna usual suspect this, and I'm gonna take a spirit and prepare it. All right, Elena. One, two, three. All right, she has some songs. This Crescendo of Dawn. You and nearby heroes ignore darkness and add smite to each of your attacks. So let's see how this guy looks. He does have 3. All right, yes, I'm going to prepare Crescendo of Dawn and usual suspect the rest. Okay, so with that being done, Elena is going to go first. And so 1 token's going to go to her, 1 token's going to go to Aragorn. She's going to play Crescendo of Dawn. So we're all going to ignore darkness and everybody gets smite on their attack, which is huge. So I'm just going to put that there. Okay, so that's first thing. After that, she's just a one-hit wonder. So I think we need to take out Adorin, and so I don't think anything else matters. So I'm going to attack Adorin with her, and she only has 3 wits. So here's 1, 2, which is a miss, and 3. So she has 2 successes, and with 2 successes, she can get 4 hits with Pierce. So we do have smite and we have pierce and we get 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually really good damage on him. But now he's going to get to attack back. So she does have that ability. So it's a 5 and a 2. She suffers fear. She gets a weakness. So she has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh. Look at this draw. Awful. She gets 1 success. Okay, her hidden is already gone. So let's look at her cloak. She can spend a token to negate 1. So she'll do that. So she negates 2 of something. So she takes 2 damage and 5 fear. She's going to get a weakness on top of her deck. So I'm just going to take a weakness out of her discard pile. I know I'm being lazy, but it's the last round. So, and her turn's over, basically. Because now if she tries to attack again, she's going to have a weakness as her first draw. I mean, it's just awful. So, anyways, she has to take 4 fear and 1 damage. So here's the, she's going to take 2 damage and 3 fear. So here we go. First damage. Face down. Second one. Deplete 1 of your items and face down. She doesn't have any items, so here's her 2 damage, and then she's taking 3 fear. 1, 2, 3. One's face down. One's face up. If you would discard a face up, this flips face down instead. And another is keep this card face up. You cannot prevent damage during even negate tests. But when you attack, you add 2 hits. It's a rage. So she gets to add 2 hits now to her attacks, but she can't prevent damage. Well, it's the final round. If she were to attack again, this is her top card, right? We know that. And so then we're looking at just 2 more cards being drawn to attack this guy, who is for sure going to be able to attack back, and then we're not going to be able to negate any damage. It's a lose situation for her. So I'm not sure I want to attack again. I really don't. Can I stun him? Yeah, I can. So I could have done a weird thing like this on the first turn. I could have tried to stun him and then gain 1 inspiration. I could have done the bow or the harp and gained an extra inspiration. And now that he's stunned, I can then attack him without him attacking me back. It's an interesting idea. I actually didn't even think about that, but I've already started my turn and I've screwed the pooch, if you'll allow me to say it that way. So turn's over. I can maybe attack one of the other groups, but I'm not even going to do that. So we're going to move on to Aragorn. Aragorn's going to use his Master Tactician. We're going to discard Undying Spirit. No, we're going to discard the Undying Might. And no, Undying Spirit is being discarded. He's going to draw 3, and let's see what we can prepare. So Gift of Men would let him get rid of a fear. We're going to do Thorngill, and these 2 are going to go to the bottom. So we don't know what he has at the top of his deck. It's pretty awful. Okay, so then we move to Gimli, and Gimli doesn't have any more of the tome, and he is going to get rid of nothing. I think he's keeping what he has. And I keep forgetting he has guard. So he could prevent... Elena will attack 1 more time. So let's do this. So her first card is a weakened. We know that. And then she's got 2 more cards. And they're both duds. Absolute duds. So she did no damage to this guy. And... okay, so Might negates. So she's gonna draw 2, and she negates nothing. So Gimli's gonna play his guard to prevent 3 of the damage. And it's such an awful exercise here. 1, 2, 3, 4 fear she has, and 2 damage. He's gonna block 3. Yeah, she's gonna take 1 damage and 2 fear. So here's the damage. Discard 2 prepared cards or suffer 2 face down damage. She has to suffer 2 face down damage, which then causes a last stand. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down. So then this is flip 1 fear face up, then flip this face down. And her fear just says flip face down. And this one, next one is a face down. She has a last stand going. If you're in a space with darkness, suffer 1 fear, then flip this card face down. So she's gonna take another fear, flip this card face down. All right. She does get to add 2 hits, but he had armor, so. Okay, so she has to do a last stand twice. His guard was worthless. I should have just stuck with my original plan. Damage, test might. Here we go. 1, 2, and it's an epic failure. Where the F is all of her successes. There was 2 more coming up. Oh my gosh. So she fails. And we have to win by the end of this turn, which we already knew that. So nothing's changing in our plan here. But let's move on. So Aragorn's turn. Legolas is going to discard a card and draw, and he's going to prepare one of his precise strikes. Bilbo is going to get rid of his time of need and draw. Actually, yeah. And he just drew the worst crap you could ever imagine. So he'll equip Simple Desires. And of course, Elena's done. Okay, so Aragorn can try to attack this guy. And there's no reason not to, so let's just get it done. So he's going to attack with his wisdom. We have no idea because we actually don't have any prepared cards on top of his deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for the wisdom. And we have 2 successes, and then he can make it a 3rd with a token. Okay, so that's a decent start. So let's bring him up. Remember, we get smite automatically because of Elena's thing. And his sword says 5 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then a second success would be 2 more hits. And a 3rd one would be 2 more. So, boom. Oh my gosh, threat went down by 15. This game is going on forever. I just want to go to bed. All right. So now there's a skeleton. Eternal the flame, eternal lord, the skeleton hisses. It pulls a sword from the ground and begins to plod towards you. Every remaining spirit streams toward him and pours into a blue light within. Eternal flame, eternal lord, he repeats, gaining power and momentum. Place a white. This is Adarin's spirit. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So now we got a white with that. And somebody gets a token. Aragorn still has another turn. But he's going to give the token to Legolas. So this guy has 25 health. Okay, and then he's a space away. That's what part that hurts. Now, granted, our threat went down, but we have to win because of Elena going down. See, everything I did was stupid again. But now Aragorn's got to wipe out somebody so everybody can move. So let's try this. Aragorn. I don't even think he has the strength to take out anybody. He doesn't have cleave. He only has smite. I mean, I guess if he takes one out, then they won't get provoked. So yeah, let's go for it. He's going to go after the wargs. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do might because we've already drawn some successes. And I know wisdom lets him draw 4 cards, but I have a might card already prepared. So we're only going to draw 3. And here we go. So sort of what I was thinking happened. I only got one success. But I'm going to make this 2 successes, right? And then I'm going to make it 3 with this. I think I will. Let's try it. So we have smite, even though that doesn't do anything. And then looking at his sword, we do get to add stun if you have 3 or more. When used to attack while you have 3 or more damage, add stun. Ooh, I only have 2 damage. Dang it. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not even enough to kill one of them. These things are brutal. But, here we go. So now they're going to be able to, so we have to do a spirit check to negate. And that's where I probably wanted to keep my token. So I do have 1 to negate. And if I would have kept my token, I would have negated 2 more. That's unfortunate. But we do get 1 damage. And then I'm going to negate 1 fear. So here's the 1 damage, so he can flip 1 damage and 1 fear face up, then discard this card. So he doesn't get the damage. Okay, the fear that I flip face up says discard 2 prepared cards or suffer 2 face down fear. He is going to take 3 more fear. He can handle 6. And then this is actually going to get taken away. So I'm going to go ahead and discard the 2 prepared cards. Which means his Master Tactician is finally gone, but that's okay. 3 more fear. I'm just going to look at all 3 of them. They're all flip face down. One of them was going to discard inspiration, but he doesn't have any. Okay, so that's fine. He's done, and yes, I confirmed that warg cannot be provoked. So my idea is I'm going to get everybody attacked in there, so that way when Gimli tries to leave, he doesn't have to provoke as much stuff, because we got to go and kill Adarin, who's in Bilbo's space now. So thank goodness Bilbo didn't move. So I'm actually going to activate Legolas first, and we're going to attack Adarin. Okay, so Legolas is going to attack and then attack again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is this situation right here. Okay, so we have 2 successes and 2 none, and that's because he prepared. He does get an inspiration token because of his on the hunt. And actually, so did Aragorn. Boy, did I screw the pooch on that again. And so did Elena. I screwed the pooch on that. Dang it. All right, anyways. So I'm going to make this into 3 successes, is the biggest point. So I spent 1. Okay, so let's look at this. We have smite. We have lethal. Okay, that's 1 success. And then I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, lethal doesn't do us anything unless we can kill him. So I may not want to do lethal yet. So that's 2 successes, and then we have pierce, and then 2 more. Okay? I'm going to play my precise strike, which is a strike 3. That lets us add 1, 2, 3 more. And I do have the ability to play another token. That's why I'm putting that there. Let me look at my thing here again. So we played 1 token, we can play 1 more. That's all we can do. So we did 1, 2, 3 successes so far. I could do a 4th, but the 4th is only going to add that lethal that I have there. So that's how it's going to end, with 3 successes. So I'm going to have to just do that for now. And no. Okay, so now we're going to attack again, but there's a real big chance we're not going to be able to get more successes, but let's do this. So here we go. 1, that's awful. 2, awful. 3, something. 4, something. That's actually quite pathetic. So I can spend 2 tokens to turn both of those into successes, and that's going to be 5 hits. So or I can do lethal, which is a less amount of, because it's going to be half of what that is, right? It's not half of what he started with. So it's not as good. I mean, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The smite does get applied. And then I can add a strike 2. That's all I can do. And I will. Because this on the hunt, it has a strike 2 written on it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that. And you know what I should have done was used it last turn. And again, I wasn't thinking properly. And no, he can't attack. Okay, so now we got Gimli, who would have to do a provoke, and then Bilbo. I'm actually going to go ahead and do the Bilbo one. So at the start of his turn, he's going to be able to discard the skill to Scout 2 and gain 1 inspiration for every food, or he actually has a food, so he's going to get 1 inspiration. He's actually at 5, so he's got plenty. So here's the Scout 2. We have the Tookish part and Dwarf Friend. During your turn, and I'm going to actually prepare Dwarf Friend. Okay, and I'm going to play it right away. You may remove the skill for you and another dwarf to become emboldened. How flippin' awesome is that, that we drew that? That was a horseshoe growing out of my you-know-what to be able to do that. So the 2 characters that are left are Gimli and him, and they're getting emboldened. And trust me, I couldn't even, like, if you would have asked me to, like, okay, can you, like, cheat and prepare the cards in such a way that you're going to win this scenario, I wouldn't even have thought of this. So that's awesome. Emboldened means, of course, he's going to get 2 extra hits on every attack. And it also emboldens Gimli because he's the other dwarf. And it doesn't say they have to be next to each other. So this is just awesome sauce all around. And so, yes, we're going to attack the living daylights out of this thing. And it's Bilbo. So he has a wit of 4. Oh, this was Legolas. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this one was prepared. What do we got? Dud, dud, and good. Okay, this is an automatic because it's darkness. And so we have 3 successes. That's a good start. 4, 7, 9 hits. Pierce. He gets to draw 1 more because there's a nearby orc or goblin. So let's do that. Another success. So this might be too many successes now. Nope, 4 would have been work. That's actually how you get 9 in a pierce. So 4 successes works. What I'm concerned about is he's going to try to attack again. Does he have anything left? So 4 successes is 9 hits and pierce. So let's try it. So we have automatic smite, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we do have pierce. Oh my gosh, he's down to 1. Yes, we have hidden, so we're gonna just negate it all. Okay, well, it's down to his final attack here. I did have to spend a token, that last one. So let's see. Here's 4. There's 1. That's a success. 2, 3, and 4. I did not have to spend a token last time because it was an automatic success, just like this is. But I do have to spend a token for that, so we're good. So we have 3 successes again. It's not 4, but I can make it 7 hits and pierce, which is more than enough. You already saw he was down to 1. And so we're going to put smite, we're going to put pierce, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and boom, we got him. So falls the flame of Numenor. Adoran's voice rings out as a shudder passes through Numinous. With his death, every unquiet spirit of roving wight in the whole city vanishes, collapsing into bone. Forfeiting the night, the city is quiet once more. The heroes win the campaign. Oh my gosh. That last mission there was intense. And okay, make sure you pause this video if you want to read this. I mean, he's actually talking in the app, but I'm tired. I'm done, folks. So thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome. And boy, was this campaign long. No complaints about how long it was. It just, I guess I underestimated it. I have things I don't like about this game, but it is fun. If I were to, like, I really wish some of you could actually really truly be here at the table. I enjoy playing multiplayer so much more than I enjoy playing by myself. It's funny because I do a lot of videos of me playing games by myself, but I lose focus. There's so many things. So this is just one of those deals where I think this game would be fun with other players. I think I would get annoyed if some players, like, you can alpha this game, you really can. And after I've played a campaign of this, I think you almost have to alpha it in some, like, you have to agree on some key strategies. But I think other people will remember skills. So I'm trying to remember 5 players worth of skills. They'll remember their skills better. They're going to remember what these search tokens do better. I just think there's going to be fun interaction and laughing at each other and talking about, what was it called? Malicious intelligence or malevolent intelligence or whatever it was. I mean, just, I can laugh at myself, but that just puts me in a straight room. Anyways, a straight jacket in a white room. That's what I meant to say. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay awesome as always. And I hope you enjoyed this playthrough.